Right, let's see if we can get this focused right. For some reason, I'm not really happy with this camera. It's doing my head in. Carl's eyes, lens, my arse. Yeah, 1080p. I did a couple of reviews and I just wasn't happy with the quality of the picture. Yeah. Anyway, hi guys, it's Keith here, Morgantium. I hope you're well. This is sort of a review, hardware review. What I'm going to be doing today is looking at a tank by Wotofo. It's the FLOW, and this is the FLOW here. Probably get off the desk. Yeah, I've got it on the RX2 21700. But yeah, that's the FLOW. To be honest, nothing special. The tank itself is nothing special. What's special, I feel, about this tank is the coils. The FLOW tank itself, it's a basic sub-ohm tank, top fill, 24mm diameter. I'll show you in the close-up anyway, but what I think is special is actually the coils. And I'll go into why I think the coils are special after I've done the close-up. Okay guys? Right, let's take a look at this FLOW tank from Wotofo. It comes in this nice snazzy green box. It's a Kawasaki sort of green. This is the black one. You've got a check security code at wotofo.com. On the back we have, the kit contains one piece FLOW tank, one extra coil, user manual, extra glass, all the usuals, keep it to reach children and dogs and animals and everything. Yeah, so it's nothing special. These tanks are actually really cheap. I've seen them go as cheap as £13. Yeah, very, very budget friendly here, the FLOW tank. So in the box we have the tank. And I'm not emptying the tank because I've got my juice in it. So here we go. And this is the FLOW. Comes with a large sort of chuff style drip tip, but it is actually 510. It's a 510 compatible drip tip fitting. It's just large. So all your standard 510 drip tips will fit onto the FLOW tank. It's pretty basic, really basic. You've got cycloptic style airflow on the side, which locks in place. Doesn't spin all the way. It's quite nice resistance on the airflow as well. You've got one here and you've got one there on each side. And there, what size are they? Let's see. Right. So your airflow, I can't really see because it's black. Try and zoom in. It's 12.5mm across by 2.5mm down. That's the size of your airflow. We have got FLOW engraved there, and on the other side we've got nothing. On the base we've got lots of shininess. We've got FLOW, Wotofo, and don't chuck it in the bin. And your CE mark. Now to fill this up, just basically unscrew the top, like so, fill it up, bloop, put your cap back on again, job done. As I said, it's nothing special, it's a sub-ohm tank. Diameter is 24mm diameter, and top to bottom is 32.4mm. It is quite small. Now, I'm just covered in juice now. Ugh. Because of the UK and the TPD regulations in the UK, it comes with one of these silicon infills that you can take out, and that reduces the tank down to 2mm. 2mm. Yeah, 2 milliliters. Yeah, 2 milliliters. Tongue not working this morning. Yes. So you take that out and it takes it up to 4.5 mils, I believe. Yeah. So once that's out, it's 4.5 mils of juice space. But in the UK, you get it with this silicon abomination in the tank. You get spare glass, your tank, spare coil in the tank. On the bottom we have,
Take this rubbish out. You've got a comp wire bag full of replacement O-rings. You've got a nice flow tank manual. Tighten the coil, wet the coil. Put the chamber back to the base, fill in the juice from the top. Wait 30 seconds and enjoy your vaping. Very nice, thank you. One of these Wotofo giveaway things. Yeah, so there's not a lot in the box. I mean, it's a budget package. Anyway, back there. Chuck it away. Now, the reason I love this tank so much is because of these, the coils. And these are the flow coils. Now, they are come on, close, focus. There you go. 0.25, 35 watts to 60 watts. I like to vape this at around about 40 watts. Now the beauty of these coils, there's a spit back guard in there, and this is a Smock Baby Beast, and you can see there's a flow coil in there. So yeah, the Wotofo flow coils will fit in the Smock Baby Beast, the Vaporessos. I'm going to put a list up. I am actually going to put a list up of what tanks the Wotofo flow coils will fit in, but I'll do that once we go back up. But I love these coils, and the reason I love these coils is they don't leak. Let's crack one open. Let's take it apart and have a look. Right, I've made a mess of that coil a bit. Yeah, it's got the organic cotton wrapped around it. Now, I believe it's a single coil. Yeah, it is. It's a basic single coil. No fancy pants, dual or parallels or Claptons or aliens. It's a bog standard single wrap Canthal coil. Very basic, but it works, and that's disgusting. Ugh. They come in a box of 5 like this. This is flow tank coils. Box of 5, blister packed. There you go. Now, I've seen these coils as cheap as $6.99. In fact, I buy them for $6.99 for 5. Which, if you are a chain vapor or you're in a tight budget and you're using, the Smock Baby Beast or one of the Vaporesso tanks, these are a really good budget option, especially at 0.25. And as I vape them at 40 watts, using energy, they're very efficient with their energy usage. So you get a better battery life out your mod. And I can usually get between depends what sort of juice I'm vaping, I can usually get around about 50 to 60 mils through a coil before I'm starting to get that acrid burnt taste. There has been times I've had 100 mils through if I'm using a more predominantly juice e-liquids like Pinkman, which I've actually got. I'll just show you just now. Yeah. So something like this. This is your Pinkman. I can get 100 mils of this stuff through one Wotofo coil. Wotofo flow coil before it starts to taste bad. So yeah. So you're getting good life out of these coils. Anyway, enough rambling, because that was just a ramble. And we'll head up and have a chat.
Right, that was a close-up of the Wotofo flow tank, sub-ohm tank. But as I said, the tank is nothing special. It's really not a special tank at all. It looks quite nice. It looks really nice on the RX2 2700. It's definitely made for a budget, yeah. Now, I'll go into the reason why I actually bought the Wotofo Flow. My wife has been very unwell over the past 14 months, and she vapes. And she's got 3 Smock Baby Beast tanks, and because she's been in bed quite a lot, what we noticed with the Smock Baby Beast was she'd fall asleep in bed, she'd fall asleep like that. The mod's sitting there. Wake up, and I'm a vape. And then we noticed that the coils from the Baby Beast were leaking, and she'd end up staining her nightgowns and night sort of clothes really badly. And I'd watched sometime, I think it was just before Christmas, I'd watched a review by Grim Green, and it was of the Wotofo FLOW. And he basically said that the flavour of the coils was really, really good, and there didn't seem to be a leaking issue because the holes in the coil head itself are very small. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. There's 12 tiny little holes in total, so there's not a huge sort of rush of juice coming into the cotton, but you never ever get a dry hit. There's always really good flavour, and I've been through over 7 coils myself. That's an empty box, got a brand new box. I have never had leaking for any of these coils. Flavour is probably the best I've tasted from any sub-ohm tank coil. The flavour is stupendous from the Wotofo FLOW. They fit perfectly in the Baby Beast. My wife's now using them, and we've got clean night clothes. When she falls asleep, we're getting no leakage coming out of the Wotofo FLOW coils at all in the Baby Beast, which is great. And she really enjoys the flavour out of the FLOW. She prefers the flavour out of the FLOW coils compared to the smock coils, which is a bonus as well. Plus the fact they're a lot cheaper. I mean, I've been getting these for, as I said, £6.99 for 5 coil heads, £13 for the tank. I mean, in total for £20 you get a tank, replacement coil heads, and it'll go through between 60 to 100 mils of juice for each coil head. That's when vaping becomes a lot cheaper than smoking, a lot healthier than smoking, better for you than smoking. So if you do decide that you want to quit smoking, do the good thing, try and get yourself a Wotofo FLOW. As I said, I'm vaping mine at 42 watts, so I'm getting really good battery life. It's really efficient with energy, these coils. It's a good tank. I've got no cons really. Baby Beast has got that flip top. I suppose the only con with the FLOW would be that you've got to unscrew it, and sometimes when you screw it back down again, juice does get into the threading, and you end up with, as you saw in the close-up, you end up with juice in your fingers when you screw it back down again. That's really it. I mean, it's a sub-ohm tank, so you're not going to use it on a hybrid device. I mean, the 510 silver plated, but it's very flat 510 pin. So yeah, always use it on your regulated box mods. Quick vape. The flavour is so good, really, really good. It's not on par with an RDA, but I would have to admit it is better than some RTAs that I've used. Yeah, for a sub-ohm tank or sub-ohm coil. Right, what I'm going to do though is, as I said, the Wotofo FLOW coils can be used in different tanks. So I'm going to put a splash screen up, and I'll actually show you the compatible list of which tanks you can use the coils in. So there's Vaporesso, there's smock, there's quite a few different. Basically, anything that uses a smock Baby Beast coil, you can use the Wotofo FLOW coils in. We should call it something else. I'm struggling to say Wotofo FLOW. Wotofo. Yeah. Right, I'm going to put the splash screen up now, okay? Okay then, so I hope you found that useful, that splash screen. Basically shows you what coils, which tanks that the Wotofo FLOW coils are compatible with, yeah. And, they're cheap, they're great, good flavour, no spit back, and they're energy efficient as well. So, ticks a lot of boxes. So I hope you found this useful. Wasn't really a review of sorts, more sort of an information to you. But yeah, thanks very much, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll speak to you again soon. Thank you, bye!